Okay, what is your job title?
I am the Assistant Public Works Director for the City of Asbury.
All right, and is there any education required?
Oh, when you get in the water and wastewater field, you're certified through the state of Iowa, and that's broken down into 4 levels: grade 1, 2, 3, and 4. Grade 1 is your lowest you start out at, and then after so long, you get the experience, you test for a grade 2, then a grade 3, and then a grade 4. I'm not sure on the grade 4. The grade 3, you're probably looking from, if you came in with no schooling or nothing, probably 7 years to get grade 3.
Okay. So where is this type of education available?
Oh, Kirkwood's been a big school. Kirkwood actually used to have a 2-year water and wastewater program out there. They've since discontinued that. They give like 1-2-day classes, a lot of online classes. DMAC out in Des Moines starting to pick up a 1- and 2-year wastewater program. They're trying to get that going. You just take classes. Iowa Rural Water will put classes on. Iowa Water Federation will put classes on, like 1.5- 2-day classes. You pay. We have to have so many CEU renewals every 2 years to keep our license. So once you've got it, you have to keep taking renewal classes to keep that license active.
Okay. What is your job's main goal?
It's on the water side, it would be to provide the safest possible drinking water that we can provide. On the wastewater side would be to discharge the cleanest, safest wastewater into the streams.
What kind of problems do you occasionally run into?
You know, on the water side, you can run into broken water mains. From there, you can run into, if you don't do things right or chlorinate things right, you can run into bacteria, fecal coliform getting in the water. As far as the wastewater side of things, you can have a mechanical breakdown, you can have an upset in the plant that can let a discharge go out to the river that is not within your limits. We have limits that we have to, when we discharge to the river, you'll have like certain limits you have to meet for certain test criteria. If you don't meet those, then you'll get written up by the state.
Okay. Do you see these problems often?
Not really. If you're running a well-maintained plant, you keep up with the maintenance, keep up with your daily test. No, if you operate things right, not a lot.
Okay. What attracted you to this job?
Actually, I went in the Air Force, and you had 3 choices when you got out of basic on what you wanted to do. One of mine was a helicopter mechanic, the second one was a cargo loadmaster, and the third one was what they called an environmental support specialist, which you would be working with the clean environment and the clean water, which I didn't think sounded too bad. And then when I got into it, I found out I was water and wastewater operator. So actually I got into it through the Air Force, through the service. I've been doing it ever since.
I guess I didn't really know that was possible. Let's see. Have any changes occurred in this field since you've started?
Constantly.
Constantly.
We're constantly getting changes from EPA, from DNR saying now you got to start testing for this, or you've got to start removing this. It's maybe not a daily thing, but it's definitely a yearly thing. There's constant changes always coming down.
Okay. Is there anything else interesting you'd like to share about your job?
It is an interesting field. A lot of people don't think of it that way. Of course, a lot of guys, the water side's a lot cleaner than the wastewater side. Yeah. But the wastewater side really isn't that bad. I personally get probably a little more satisfaction out of the wastewater side, knowing that I can take the wastewater from a town and virtually put it in the drinking water by the time it gets discharged into the river or the stream that it's going to. So it is a very interesting, fascinating career field. When you're running a wastewater plant, a lot of times the drawbacks are it's a lot of guessing games. You're dealing with bacteria. One bacteria is feeding on another bacteria to provide you your clean discharge. when you have an upset or something's going wrong, it's not in black and white in the book.
Mm-hmm.
It's sometimes just a guessing game on which adjustments you need to make or what you need to do. So, but it is a very interesting career field. I've enjoyed it for the years I've been in it. So,
Well, good.
so far it's been good.
Okay, that's all the questions I have, and if you don't have anything else to share, then.
Not right off the top of my head, but if you ever got any more, you can ask me.
All right, thank you.
You betcha.